I was in class and it just clicked. It was like, this isn't for me. I knew I had this big interest, but it's like, do I actually belong there? I'm Eli Wilson. I'm a train conductor, passenger train conductor at Eli Scenic Railway in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. My job is basically managing the train, getting the train from point A to point B, making sure the passengers get there safely. A lot of people wake up and they don't like getting out of bed and going to work. I kind of spring out of bed because I can't wait to go in and start working. Ever since I could like anything or could have an interest in anything, I always had liked trains. I think my first birthday was train related, and every birthday after that was train related pretty much as a kid. And so I always had a fascination with trains. It was always a big part of my life, a big passion ever since I was a kid. And so I have a lot of other interests, but trains was definitely paramount. Put this back together real quick. It was kind of tough at first. Earlier on, it was easy because I think every little kid likes trains. But as middle school went on and whatnot, obviously I did get picked on a little bit for it because it was kind of a odd hobby, not very widely known, and no one really understood that. But really, if you think about it, it's really no other than being a car guy or something like that. I'm a train guy. That's what I'm into. Having a group of friends that are into the same thing, even when it's not really a thing you see in every high school. It makes you feel like you fit in somewhere. Throughout life, I expressed interest in other areas. Very recently, I always had a passion for criminal justice. My dad's a cop. My brother's in the practice of criminal justice, but I always had an interest in law enforcement too. And so I actually was going to college for criminal justice, aspiring to be a police officer. Through the study of it, I found that my true calling, I think, was on the railroad. There's a lot of blue-collar jobs out there that make very good money that a lot of people are missing out on because they're spending a lot of money at college, kind of wasting away with their opportunities.
The rail bed is now the biking trail, which extends over 25 miles to Whitehaven. The name rock outcropping on the mountain high above the train.
Okay, Roger. The Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway in a whole it always has been, I think it always will be, a family-oriented atmosphere. Everyone that works there, we all consider each other friends, and it really makes you feel at home. First open air. Bob. Or that Bob. That's Joe.
That's Joe. It's called approach limited, and it was an approach limited. The signal system. Yellow over flashing green at 9. I looked at it and I was
I'd say the most rewarding part of my job is seeing the people get off the train, especially the little kids, and seeing the look on their faces, or seeing the look on their faces when they see the steam locomotive go by. That kind of stuff, the wonder, amusement, enjoyment. A lot of people I see that go on the train have never even rode a train before. So, sharing the passion with other people, and especially, when we have rail fans come in and ride the train, talking to them and making them feel included. The job itself is meaningful because I wanted to work for the railroad. I always wanted to be a conductor, and now I'm doing it, and so that's the drive. It's the interest. It's everything about it. A lot of us growing up, especially in this generation, are raised to believe that you do need to go to college in order to be successful. And growing up, you really need to look carefully at what you're really into growing up as a kid and even as an adolescent. Whatever your interest is, I think if you focus on what that is and make that your career, I think that's how you'll be happy. I see the happiest people are the people that follow their passions. I think that's what people need to do. And I actually am kind of sad for people that don't really have a true passion, because I don't think they really get to experience that in life. I think that's a big part of life.